Most people think asking questions makes them look smart, engaged, thoughtful, collaborative. It doesn't. Picture this. You're in a boardroom, everybody's nodding along, but when the real decision gets made, they look straight past you. You've just handed the frame away, question by question. In high stakes conversations, asking too many questions quietly lowers your authority. And most people don't even realize they're doing it. Here's what's actually happening. Every time you ask a question, you hand the frame to the other person. You're saying, you lead, I'll follow. Now when one question is fine, that's fine. But when your communication becomes question after question, you stop sounding like a leader. High stakes communicators know this. Research in real world executive coach shows that excessive questioning in leadership context often gets read as uncertainty, not curiosity. Watch this pattern. Someone asks, what do you think we should do? Or, does that make sense? Would you be okay with this? Is that all right? Well, it sounds polite, but underneath it signals uncertainty. In environments where authority matters, uncertainty gets interpreted as weakness. Not because you are weak, but because you're positioning yourself as dependent on their validation. But here's what most people miss. The problem isn't questions. The problem is where they're coming from. Most people ask questions to avoid commitment, to stay safe, to avoid being wrong. So instead of making a statement, they hide behind a question. And people feel that instantly. Here's a shift. Before you ask a question, pause for 3 seconds and ask yourself, what do I actually think? Then lead with that. Not aggressively, not forcefully, just clearly. Instead of, do you think we should move forward? Say, we should move forward, here's why. Then if needed, you invite input. That's authority. Here's some examples. Watch the difference. Instead of, does that make sense? Say, that's the direction we're taking. Instead of, would you be okay with this approach? Say, this is the approach I recommend. Instead of saying, is this right? Say, this is how we move forward. You're not removing collaboration. You're setting the frame first. Questions aren't the problem. Overusing them is. Because every question either builds your position or gives it away. And most people give it away without realizing, without noticing. The next time you're about to ask a question, pause. Because authority isn't what you ask. It's in what you're willing to say first. The next time you're about to ask a question, pause, drop in the comments, what's the question you catch yourself asking too often? If this hit home, save it, share it with some colleagues who you think might need to hear it, and I'll see you in the next video.